Hello, I'm Kuma. This is a bit of a change up from usual. I apologise for anyone new watching who doesn't know that I am recording on my Vita. Today I'm starting a new series where I am a critic of YouTube. I apologise if no one can understand my accent. I'm Scottish, deal with it. So, to start off, I have asked VenturianTale if they would like me to do a review of them as my first, and I've been told by the main user, Venturian, that I can do it. I'm sorry if I get any names wrong or pronunciations. Now, to start things off with the actual review, it is two brothers and two sisters who do the channel. It is Jordan, who's the oldest, Sierra is the second oldest, Isaac is the youngest, and Bethany is just older than Isaac by a year or so, but younger than Sierra. So the channel is mental, right? My rating system is going to be from about 1 to 20, right? Part of it is how I enjoy them, part of it is how much work they put in, how dedicated they are in that, and the last part will be, in general, what people think of them. So 5 is their dedication, 5 is how much work they put, 5 is how people respond to them in general, and the other 5 will be me interpreting them, and the other is the other thing I said. Right, so they used to do mainly 2 of them did a video, and they did about 2 or 3 of them a day, plus a Skyrim, which is Jordan's solo thing. Hopefully Sierra will do one as well. Most of the fans want her to do one. But anyway, on with the review. Jordan, or Venturian as he's known widely, is playing Skyrim from Vale the Dark Elf's point of view. And he has beaten Alduin, Mirak, and the Vampire Lord. He has modded the hell out of his game, and he goes on and on about this stuff like the Derpalopes, the magical Derpalopes, and yeah, he goes on and on about nonsense. It is hilarious. Even he doesn't do it so much now because he's got a TARDIS in it. But when he first started, and for most of it before the TARDIS, if he was walking somewhere and he didn't think that what was going on was very funny or important, he'd speed it up, but he'd still show it. He turned it black and white, sped the video up, and just every time the person who's recording their videos does face cam, unless something's not working or they're sick. But on his own, he is very funny, very silly, and that's Jordan's Skyrim. On to what is honestly the craziest stuff they do, which is the 2 people basically locked in a room, or 4, between 2 and 4. I don't think they've done collaborations with anyone else. I haven't found any, but they have so many references to other videos. I mean, you could watch them without having to see them, and you're just laughing how ludicrous it is. I've not met a single person who dislikes their videos. They are incredible. Like Officer Maloney, one of the most recognisable characters that any of them can be, right? they do role playing a lot. Main role playing characters is Jordan is Papa Acachella, Isaac is usually Billy, who's a hyper man child thing. He's about 23 or somewhere around that. Papa Acachella is basically invincible, sort of like a demigod. They could die and be back from the dead. And they go on about how they love being back from the dead. I apologise for any impersonations I do. I can't help that. Speaking of things I can't help, there's Spencer, who will come out at any time, and he has a lisp. And anyone who doesn't know anything about one weird thing, as in nerd-like, that nerds should know if they're a fan of the thing, is you absolute nerd! Or I can't do accents, but I try and do them. And that was a horrible Spencer, if I hear it right from my head. Because you sound different on video than you do in your own head. Gertrude is Bethany Fry. Bethany Fry is synonymous with a crowbar and gingers. So basically, to think of Bethany Fry, just think of a ginger crowbar. Sierra is, as I said before, the second oldest. She plays Sally. Sally is the other child, not as in the bad other child, but the younger child. She's about 24 in the roleplay, but she acts 3. And she could be a demon if you didn't give her any waffles. And she loves the waffles. I have seen her rarely recording the videos. The most I've seen her in the videos is when they do the mail time, which is where they show mail that the fans have sent in of their own accord. They've been sent video games, Lego, plastic models of them and their characters. They've been sent hundreds and hundreds of drawings. I love them. Trust me, if you have ever watched them, you'll know what I mean when I say it. It is insane, the stuff they do. They don't do as now, from what I've seen, but they used to do fan challenges. Videos where they'd say, right, our fans have sent us these challenges, we've got to try and do them. Whether it be Gmod, Minecraft, whatever. We must try and do it, and try and not fail. Because we fail a lot. That's basically how I see it. But they're funny people. In general, they are very weird to the average person. As a critic who's just starting out, I would rate them a 16.5, maybe 17. But on record, I'm saying 16.5. And that is a high mark for me. Many others I like and watch, but 14. And these are people that I really enjoy, very dedicated. But these guys, they're a level above that. I'm not saying they're the great white derplope of YouTubers. Hell, I'm not even saying I am. But they're funny people. They will go on about anything and do things that the viewers tell them to. If the viewer tells them, enough people tell them, try jumping off this bridge, or try jumping off the highest point in Skyrim and surviving. Odds are they'll probably try and do it in their videos. Not physically them, but the characters they're using. They don't do much Minecraft these days. It's very rare. Most of the stuff's Gmod or, as I've said before, Skyrim Tale, which many people watch and try and help Venturian out, because he doesn't know everything in Skyrim and he gets very confused. Some would go as far as to say confuggled, which they say just because it sounds funny. If you want, you could use it. I like saying confuggled. And it's getting near the end of the video that I could upload. I am Kuma, 16.5 rating out of 20 for VenturianTale. I love them, you should watch them. If this is the future and I am successful and they are still going, which they most likely will be unless they decide to end it, this is a major what if I'm still going and a famous critic on YouTube. But the odds are they'll still probably be going. If you find this by any means, give them a chance. You'll love them, most likely. If you're like me, you'll love them. Most people will just think that's batshit crazy, and probably still even watch some of the videos from time to time. This has been Kuma. I've been reviewing VenturianTale. Goodbye.